Howdy, folks. Welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. You saw the title, Johnny Cash, As Long as the Grass Shall Grow. I don't know if I know this song. The title sounds familiar, but I may not know it. And I'm wearing my Razorback attire. I'm a Rutgers guy, but Johnny was born in Arkansas, so I'm guessing if he was a football fan or a basketball fan or a sports fan of college sports, he'd be a Razorback. So woo pig suey. LSU fans, Texas fans, and others will not be happy that I said that. But hey, my two surrogate daughters went to U of A. I've been down to Reynolds Stadium. I have a lot of friends. I've spent time in Springdale. Anyhow, there you have it. Johnny Cash. And this is a gift request of MontaukEd. So, Ed, thank you for this gift and request. Ed has a way of getting me going on these songs. He sort of taps into what gets me motivated, shall we say, or animated. So let's see what we've got here.
As long as the moon shall rise, as long as the river flow, as long as the sun will shine, as long as the grass shall grow.
Okay.
The Senecas are an Indian tribe of the Iroquois Nation. Down on the New York-Pennsylvania line, you'll find their reservation. After the U.S. Revolution, Corn Planter was a chief. He told the tribe these men they could trust. That was his true belief. He went down to Independence Hall, and there a treaty signed that promised peace with the USA and Indian rights combined. George Washington gave his signature, the government gave its hand. They said that now and forevermore that this was Indian land. As long as the moon shall rise, as long
It's a history lesson.
as the river flows, as long as the sun will shine, as long as the grass shall grow. On the Seneca Reservation, there is much sadness now. Washington's treaty has been broken, and there is no hope, no how. Across the Allegheny River, they're throwing up a dam. It will flood the Indian country, a proud day for Uncle Sam. It has broke the ancient treaty with a politician's grin. It will drown the Indian graveyards. Corn Planter, can you swim? The earth is mother to the Senecas. They're trampling sacred ground. Change the mint green earth to black mud flats as honor hobbles down. As long as the moon shall rise, as long as the river flows, as long as the sun will shine, as long as the grass shall grow.
What inspired Johnny to do this album? I mean, the answer might be obvious if he has, it just might be a heart for the American Indian, which I totally respect, and I get that. It could be as simple as that. Does he have Indian blood in him, Johnny? Combination of the two? Is there some other thing? But I'm just curious to know because he did a whole album like this. I mean, I'm learning a lot in these songs, of course. Yeah, I have thoughts on it too.
The Iroquois Indians used to rule from Canada way south, but no one fears the Indians now and smiles a liar's mouth. The Senecas hired an expert to figure another site, but the great good army engineers said that he had no right. Although he showed them another plan and showed them another way, they laughed in his face and said no deal, Kinzua Dam is here to stay. Congress turned the Indians down, brushed off the Indians' plea, so the Senecas have renamed the dam. They call it Lake Perfidy. As long as the moon shall rise, as long as the river flows, as long
Love the
as the
backing.
sun will shine, as long as the grass shall grow. Washington, Adams, and Kennedy now hear their pledges ring. The treaties are safe, we'll keep our word. But what is that gurgling? It's a backwater from Perfidy Lake. It's rising all the time, over the homes and over the fields and over the promises fine. No boats will sail on Lake Perfidy. In winter it will fill. In summer it will be a swamp and all the fish will kill. But the government of the USA has corrected George's vow. The father of our country must be wrong. What's an Indian anyhow? As long as the moon shall rise, look up. As long as the river flows, are you thirsty? As long as the sun will shine, my brother, are you warm? As long as the grass shall grow.
Yeah, well, that's why he referred to himself as the man in black. He liked to look out for the folks who are, as he said, the downtrodden. And yeah, I mean, I'd like to know more about. I mean, this has been, I don't know, probably for the last 5 or 10 years. I'm curious to know more about when the British settlers came over and founded the colonies and then the westward expansion, what that was like, because no human beings who are on land are going to sit idly by while a new people, in this case, the British settlers who became the American settlers, were showing up in their territory. So naturally, there was going to be fighting going on. And I'm just curious to know. Now, when you make a treaty, that is something that if you make an eternal treaty, it's got to be rooted in your mindset. It's got to be rooted in your plans and what you do. You have to honor it. And it may be inconvenient down the road to honor it. And you may need to renegotiate it, but you have to negotiate. That's a two-sided thing to come up with some kind of alternate plan. Because when a promise is made like that, yeah, I mean, you have to honor that. And if there are compelling reasons to want to renegotiate, then you ask the other side, if you will, the other people, in this case, the American Indians, the Native American Indians, the Iroquois, the Seneca, come to the table, let's talk, because here's our issue. We've got this big problem here. What can we work out? But to unilaterally just decide, if that's what happened, and in the song, that is what happened, that as Johnny depicted it, and I have no reason to think it happened otherwise, then that's just, a shame. So I love learning about this. I love thinking about it. It's inconvenient to learn, too, that the tribe to which you yourself belong did wrong. In this case, the U.S. government. And you don't like to hear that. You don't like to think of the implications or ramifications of that. But it's sometimes you got to own up to it. Sometimes you yourself, whether it's in your own marriage, relationship with your kids, or somewhere in your job, you screw up yourself. You do something you shouldn't have done. And that's hard to acknowledge, but you have to accept it, acknowledge it, and then try to fix it. And in this case, on a much broader scale, with the Native Americans, I've always, in a sense, had a heart like Johnny. I'm just not the mouthpiece of Johnny because I didn't have the success or the broad audience he did, clearly. But Ed, this is fascinating lessons. And for Johnny to take up this cause, if you will, to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend time writing songs, researching for songs, putting an album together, and not doing the other stuff that might have been commercially successful, but stuff that might have actually drawn ire against him, as well as praise from some quarters. I just admire that. I'm not rating this song. Clearly, I'm not going to rate it. It was an educational experience. I could almost put that in the documentary playlist, but it's not quite that. But there, Ed, you got me going, man. I'm feeling things that, I feel things when I hear songs of hard breakups and stuff. But this is one of these things that it pricks the conscience. It's not just the heart, but it pricks up here. So. All right, guys, there you go. The one and only Johnny Cash, born in, was it Kirkland, Arkansas, I think, and singing about the Iroquois and the Seneca. And I've been to Seneca Lake, Illinois, which I think the Iroquois, the name was changed to Illinois, but I may be wrong on that, the Illini and so on. But all right, guys, have a great day. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.
Washington, Adams, and Kennedy, now hear their pledges ring. The treaties are safe, we'll keep our word.